We're tracking some breaking developments in a story about a State Department whistleblower who says that she's been harassed since she first complained of a cover-up of some possible scandals, sex scandals, at the State Department. In a new twist, though, in this case, look at this surveillance video. This shows a group of burglars breaking into the Texas law firm that represents this woman who was the State Department whistleblower. And there they go. With hard drives and files. Trace Gallagher is live in our Los Angeles bureau on this. Hey, Trace.
Hey, Martha, the whistleblower's name is Aurelia Fedeniz, and she's a former investigator for the State Department's Office of the Inspector General, and she's accusing a number of high-level State Department employees and contractors of soliciting sex from minors and prostitutes, along with illicit drug use. But she says the State Department is covering up the crimes by manipulating the investigations or calling them off altogether. Now, Fedeniz is now represented by a Dallas law firm, and that firm claims that she is being intimidated by the State Department, harassing her and her family. Here's what the lawyer told Megyn Kelly. Listen.
They sent 2 law enforcement officers from the investigations division to her house, and she was not home. They first approached her 20-year-old, then her 17-year-old.
Now, since that interview, that Dallas law office has been burglarized. You can see the surveillance camera right there. But while the burglars, who were caught on tape, took 3 computers and broke into a file cabinet, they left behind valuable other items like coins, even silver bars. They did not enter any of the other suites on that floor, even though some were unlocked. Now, the Schuleman, the lawyer you just saw, thinks the crooks were searching for some documents. Listen.
We possessed them and other materials that it very well could have been somebody was trying to obtain that information.
Now, the State Department denies any involvement in this whatsoever, saying, and I'm quoting here, any allegation that the State Department authorized someone to break into Mr. Schuleman's law firm is false and baseless. The lawyer, by the way, says he's not pointing fingers at the State Department, though he does believe this crime is politically motivated. Martha.
Very interesting. Trace, thank you very much. For more on this, we now turn to the attorney whose office was broken into and Aurelia Fedeniz lawyer, Carrie Schuleman. We welcome you back. Carrie, welcome. Good to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I mean, this video is incredible. First of all, you know, how's this investigation going? It seems to my eye that these people are fairly clear on this video. Any developments in catching them?
Well, first of all, they were in the office multiple times over the weekend, coming back and forth. So they came in one time, got a computer, left, came back, got another computer, and you can see how casual they are. I'm not pointing fingers at the Department of State, but let's take a look at the facts with regard to this Department of State. One, we know we're looking for somebody who's committed crimes in the past. State Department, check. Number 2, we also know that the burglars left behind blood evidence and were caught on the video. So we know we're looking for somebody that's botched big jobs before. State Department, check. And number 3, we know that essentially the burglars have been unwilling to come forward with evidence of the crimes voluntarily, and we don't know their whereabouts. Check, check. Now, I'm not saying that it's the Department of State, but I'll tell you this. If the Department of State calls off this investigation and then later publicly comes out and says they've investigated it and they've determined they did nothing wrong, I think we should take a hard look at them.
All right, well, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, and we'll cross the bridge that we're at right now. We'll start with that. But you didn't answer my question. Is there anybody, you know, is there evidence that looks like you're about to figure out who these 2 people were? I mean, the police are involved in this, no doubt, right? They've got a video, and they watch them come in and out. Were there handprints on the door? How close are they to figuring out who these individuals are?
Well, I don't know how close they are. They haven't communicated that to me. I know that police have been very good locally. I know that the management in the building has been diligent in getting all the video information together for the police.
All right, well, let me ask you this. Do you have any evidence that links them to the State Department, to the administration, to any of the people that would be directly affected by the investigation and the case that you're bringing for your client?
No, I don't. You know, all kidding aside, I was joking earlier. I don't know who did it, but I do know this. If you watch the video, they come in, before Saturday, break in through a hole, breaking into the conference room, leave. They come back Saturday night at 8:30, and they leave with one small box, and it appears to be one computer in a box, and they took boxes from our office. They
and the
came in with
boxes
no
that they
boxes.
have, do those files and those computers have the information about the case that you are pursuing for her, for Audrey Feddenson, on those files? Are those files missing from your office?
Well, what I can say is, and I don't want to be specific about how we store our information for security purposes and where all of our information is stored and that sort of thing, but our computers are used to email, to prepare documents for clients. There are, on those computers would be pertinent information to all of our cases, including Aurelia Feddenson, including emails, information communications with our client. Our computers contain attorney-client privilege information, confidential documents.
All right, so you're saying there's a lot of stuff
yes.
on there, including what it relates to the State Department case that you're pursuing. I agree with you. It looks very bad. But we're going to continue to take a look at it. And if you have any more connections that you can bring to us, we welcome it. Carrie, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right.